right. We are live and in living color. We
I was
should
about to
be.
say the same thing.
Yeah. You gonna say the same thing?
I was gonna say the same
Well,
exact thing.
you gotta say that. If you're gonna say anything that has to do with live, you gotta say in living color.
Right?
Okay. Should be live now. Okay. There we go. All right, we're good. Click on that.
I was
Should
about to
be.
say the same thing.
Okay. Yeah. 24 minutes late. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah. So like I was saying yesterday, I was just like extremely tired.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I'm trying to think like what drained my energy, so much from, previously. Oh, we dropping
Mm-hmm.
frames?
Dang, already?
You see that? Hey, yeah, we dropping frames.
Ooh.
28%, 27, 26 is coming back down. The heck, man. I know sometimes dang, it's going back up. Hold on. Heck, man. Maybe if I bring this down a little bit. I don't want to, but we will. Usually I don't drop any frames on YouTube. It's weird. That is strange. Man, I wonder if it's because we got some bad weather coming this way. I'm not sure. All right, it's coming down. It's gonna take a while before it gets stable. What you guys doing? My family, man. I tell you. It ain't one thing, it's another. Yeah, yesterday I was like super drained.
Really?
Like, yeah, I think it had a little bit to do with like I would like to think I drank enough water, maybe. I would like to think I did, but maybe I didn't. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming back down. Did a lot of sweating yesterday, I know that. And just I don't know, man. At one point I thought I was gonna have to tell one of my clients, I'm like, hey, I'll see you tomorrow.
Right.
I'm about to go home. And that's gonna be it for me. So, but I try hard to not cancel appointments. I try hard to not do that. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes.
Right. Turn this up.
Let me see how we looking. I mean, I guess it look okay on YouTube side, but
yeah, it's looking fine here.
But every so often it'll like skip. So I'll just wait till it come all the way back down, whatnot. Yeah. So I think my starter is like broken in my car. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's how sometimes your car will give you signs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, something's wrong here. You may want to address it at some point.
Right.
But it's never bad enough for you to be like, let me take my car to the shop and get this thing taken care of. Because it never got to that point, but every so often they would do little bitty things to kind of make me like, that don't sound too good.
Right.
But today, I mean, the starter had been sounding weird for like honestly like a few years, like some years. And today it acted like it just didn't want to turn over. And luckily I got home when it decided it wanted to like just die out. Now I won't even crank up. Click.
Oh my goodness.
Click, click. I'm like, but I've had the car for a long time.
Right.
And it has never. The starter, I'm shocked it didn't go out sooner.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just one of those things. It's like you have a vehicle or whatever, and you always count on your vehicle to be okay. In the morning
Yep.
time, you get up. Oh, let's go to work. Car won't start. Uh-oh. Your whole mood just got turned upside down.
Yep.
And the first thing you're thinking about is expenses. Like, oh man, like, and then
Why?
yeah, like just why? But I mean, I guess the real answer to that question is because it's a materialistic possession that breaks down and that sometimes has to be replaced in some cases.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Thank God, we got, two vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
We got we got mines and we got hers. Hers is more newer than mine's. So I'm not really worried about that. It's just the whole maneuvering life with one vehicle for a little bit at least.
Yeah.
I contacted this mechanic. I'm trying to see if he can come to me and say, hey man, come on over and God knows my car. So I don't have to pay to take it anywhere.
Right. Exactly. That's a smart way of thinking about it.
Man, dude, these totes. Have you ever had a car towed? It's man.
No, I haven't, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's. They don't care whether you go up the road
Nope.
or 3-5 miles away. It's the same price, and it
Mm-hmm.
just it doesn't change, But it is what it is, man. Like
Right.
usually stuff like that, I tend to respond differently. Crafty, if she's in the chat, she up there wrestling with the kids, but shit, yeah, that's another thing right there, man. I don't know what the heck's wrong with them today. They just on some other stuff today. Um, One of them playing with scissors, cutting up stuff like
Oh
this.
my god.
You see this wire, man? Look at that. This is, what is it? The headphones that come with the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
He cut this. I'm like,
That was.
what? I say, son, what are you
Oh
doing?
no.
Like, dude, even though we don't use these, what are you doing? Those sound good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but kids.
Yep. Oh, we would have got it back in the day. We
Okay,
would have got it.
story time. I remember. Can't remember how old I was. Definitely under the age of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, my mom, we were staying in this apartment. She going to the laundromat, and she put the laundry basket on the ground. And it was me and my sister at the time. I got 3 other siblings, but it was just me and her at this time.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up the basket, put it on her the trunk of the car, and decided I would take the basket and swish it, like just play with it on there on the
Mm-hmm.
trunk. Scratched up the trunk. Yeah, it was a black car, and there was just no hiding the scratches.
Oh my god.
Man, she came out. He was pissed off, man. You better believe it, man. We got it. That was one of the worst whoopings. One of the worst I ever got. One of the worst. The kids
That's
these days,
wild.
they don't.
They don't
They
understand.
don't
They don't
understand. No,
know.
no. They don't understand. They don't get it. They just. They don't know, man. they, they don't
They just
know.
don't. They just don't.
So, bro, it's been how many weeks since we've done this? Has it been a month?
No.
No.
I'll probably 3, 4 weeks, possibly, maybe.
We skipped a week
Mm-hmm.
because of your move.
Mm-hmm.
Then we skipped a week because I told you I was supposed to meet with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That was 2 Fridays back to back that we skipped. And I'm trying to
So
think, was there one before that? I'm not sure. I don't think it.
Mm,
No,
I don't think so.
no, no. Okay, I don't.
But
Oh,
now we're back.
yeah, man. Like life happens.
Yep.
Like as much as I would love to be, and I'm sure like you, much as I would love to do this extremely consistent,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say it's impossible. Like anything, you just got to be intentional.
Right. Yep.
What you do. Even me and Crafty, we're behind on our podcast. Like we haven't recorded in a couple of weeks, but it's always been something. Like it's been one thing or the other. Either I was sick or last Sunday she was sick, and one Sunday we were just tired. It's
Yeah.
just like we just don't feel like doing this right.
Makes sense.
It
It
does.
makes sense.
It does, man. It does, man. So how's your week been?
It's been a week. I'll say that. It's been a week. Yo, Just, what's good, lady?
With,
Welcome in. How you doing?
with the pause. Jess in the house. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, it's been a week. This week is normally closeout,
Mm-hmm.
so no off days or whatever. Which that's not the problem. Problem is I ain't sold no cars this week, and I'm busting my tail and I'm tired.
I feel that.
So
I feel like look,
yeah.
I ain't no salesman, but that's kind of the equivalent of me not getting like X amount of new clients a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I try to keep a certain number of clients, and like you get them, you lose them. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming up on May next week. I think next week is everyone's worst week of the month, first of the month.
Yeah.
So we gotta deal with that, all of that crap. And I know for me, there's like a certain amount of clients that I want to try to pull in before the month is over with. At least another good 5 to 6 people,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I'll be fine with that. So, do you think that I think you had talked about this a little while ago as far as why the the reasoning behind people, you're not selling no cars this week. I think you had I don't know if it was in our group text or was it to me. You said something about how people be trying to like save their money for like the end of the month.
Oh yeah. You know, um, because it it kind of goes back and forth, I guess you could say, because normally at the end of the month, that's when all the dealerships are trying to make their deals, trying to hit certain numbers, things like that. But then you also have customers that want to wait until next month to find out if a certain brand is going to if they're going to throw out some extra incentives or extra special finance and something like that.
Right.
So, and then of course you got a lot of customers, and you probably heard this saying, but buyers are liars. Um,
Yeah.
so, you know, we get a lot of people that say they come in, then they don't come in, then we're
Oh
constantly calling them and
gosh.
calling them and calling them,
Yes.
and they keep coming in. Well, they keep saying they're coming, and they reschedule, and this and that and the third. And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna cut you off until you say I'm coming.
Yes. Yep. Yep. I can completely relate to that. I've had like so many people hit me up. I'm gonna get with you. I'm gonna get with you. I got somebody in my mind right now that this woman I used to train, and it's been like nearly a month, almost a month, going on a month since we've trained together. And I'll see her in the gym. We'll talk for a little bit, and she's like, "I'm gonna link up with you. I'm gonna link up with you." I'm like, man,
Hmm.
like you said that like the past couple of times that I saw you. Like, if you don't want to do it, just say so. It's cool. Like, don't keep
Right.
saying that you want to do something or that you want something. And if you understand, you kind of feel like you're being dragged along, like getting your hopes up to get this sale. It means a
Yeah.
lot to you. So, then these people don't have any intentions of buying the car. Like, okay, well, just say that. almost like people scared to just tell the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to hurt their feelings.
Uh, we ain't got no feelings.
Right, man. Catch vibes, no feelings. You either do it or you don't. That's how I
Man.
see it.
Yep. How about your week?
It's been a decent week. The earliest that I've gone to work this week, I think it was about 8 o'clock. And y'all of you and the guys have known. What's up, Crafty? You and the
Hey,
guys
yo.
have known for quite some time. I'll send those messages like 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the
Mm-hmm.
morning. Headed to work and hating every bit of the drive and not just wanting to go. And I just remember like I really hate getting up this early, man, just to go to work. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the earliest I've gone to work is 8. And it's been nice. It's been real nice. I think it helps me set the tone for my day.
Mm-hmm.
Not having to get up at the crack of dawn. I feel like I'm sleeping more. So other than yesterday, I haven't been like super tired or anything
Yeah.
like that. Like, I kind of have like revved up my workouts a little bit more than usual. So maybe that's got something to do with it. Like today, I'm okay today. But other than that, like it's been a good week
Mm-hmm.
in a number of different ways. Like, I just go ahead and, share. I don't mind. Just talking about the spiritual aspect of life. I've been trying really, really hard to avoid distractions. And that's a vice for me. And one of my biggest distractions is social media. So
Yeah.
I try to like, that, and I try to get off of it, and I try to like, delete the app for a day or two or whatever. Just focus on my prayer life and things of that nature. I had a couple of good experiences, great experiences this week that I'm just like everybody else. I'm trying to find some direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they go through life and they don't know where they're going, where they're coming or going.
Right. Yeah.
Try, Trying to do life on your own when that's not how we're supposed to do it, right?
Right. I agree. Can't do it on your own. Gotta have help from the big man upstairs.
That's right, man. Try to take on life by yourself if you want to.
Won't end pretty.
No, it won't at all. So before we get into today's topic, we want to thank y'all out there for being here. Hopefully you missed us. Sure you have. And Crafty, that poll that I put up the other day, uh, the game of selection is Visage. So,
So it's over. The poll's over with now.
mm, it's over with.
Mm,
I
mm,
probably should have ran it more than a day, but she was like, "Why did you do that?" I'm like, "Cause I knew you wouldn't." She's not gonna do anything like that. She just won't. So I did it
yeah,
for her.
you're a good husband.
Exactly, man. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I did it for. Like when
Yeah.
you see that your wife needs help, what do? You step in,
Mm-hmm.
bam, there you
Yeah.
go. And here we are today. So if it's I don't know
So
when she gonna do it. I don't know. And
that's gonna be. She said, "I'm not liking it."
I told her in the dark too. So it's got to be in the dark.
Oh yeah,
Got to be in the dark.
gotta be Teddy Pendergrass.
There
Turn
you
him
go.
off.
Turn them off, man. Turn them off. Oh man. But yeah, folks. So me, we've been talking about a particular. Well, we were actually gonna talk about something else today. Um, Something we had thought about a couple of weeks ago, but we
Mhm.
feel like today's subject is a lot more relevant to regardless of wherever you choose to stream, like whether you stream here or um Twitch, Kick, Facebook. Trovo, wherever else is out there, all of these places. This topic, this is a pretty serious topic. Not life or death, but it's
Yeah.
serious because I feel like if we see too much of it, it really start affecting the mental health of people. So we want to talk about like negativity and streaming, negativity and streaming, man. So what comes to mind when you think about negativity, when you pair that word with streaming?
Um, when I pair negativity with streaming, no, I kind of paired along the lines of a lot of, I guess, downplaying yourself, or what we've been really seeing a lot lately is like harassment.
Oh yeah.
That's what I really see most of it. That's where I see most negativity in is the harassment part of streaming. Um, but I also see it on an individual standpoint too. Different, things don't work out the way you wanted to. Um, you know, just really and truly those small things. What about yourself?
Well, funny you say that. I was not watching. I was reading a tweet from a young lady. I don't know. Yeah, I call her a young lady. I think she in her 20s. I think. I don't know. And I
Mm-hmm.
ain't saying no names or nothing like that. But she had put a tweet out there yesterday, and she's trying to reach a sub goal, basically. Um, God forbid, right? Like a sub goal. Some people feel some type of way about that. We
Right.
can talk about that too. How some people talk down on it. But anyway, she put up a tweet saying, hey, I'm trying to get to. She's at 97 subs. She's trying to get to 200. If she
Mm-hmm.
gets to 200, she's gonna like smash her pie in her face. Smash a pie in her face is
Mm-hmm.
what she said. So she basically was just putting the tweet out there to let people know, yo, come on in and you know join the fun. This, that, and the third. And
Yeah.
this is a completely inappropriate comment. Came in and said, why don't you get your pie smashed first before your face? I was like, wow.
Oh my God.
I'm like, man, this is what women, this is what they talk about right here. Like, this is exactly why they say they get so much trouble on streaming. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? They got to deal with stuff like that.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Harassment, um, unwanted DMs and things of that nature. And she
Right.
never replied back to it, but still, it was like that kind of goes along, along the lines of what you said, as
Mm-hmm.
far as people harassing other streamers and even bullying other streamers too. I've seen a lot of that go on. I've talked to several different streamers who say, you go to this person's stream and that person, I guess I have beef with them, and I try to tell them, leave me out of that. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And
Yeah.
you got a problem with them, then that's y'all's problem. I'm not
I'm,
gonna
I'm
like pick sides or
yeah.
I don't do
I'm
that.
dragging them into your
No,
equation.
no, I don't want that smoke. That's my deal, bro. I don't need that in my life, man. I'm completely
Mhm.
fine with, you know, I don't think I have any enemies. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Um, I have had my share of people who have said some things about me, and this was like a long time ago.
Hmm.
Um, that came to the light, and that actually was confessed by these people to me.
Mm.
So I actually respect them for that.
Yeah.
They were like, it was a particular streamer, and like I said, we could talk about this since we on the subject of negativity. There's a particular streamer who had a nice following. And I remember coming up, I ain't really had nobody. So you ever been to you've been to those streams where it's a bunch of people talking and it's a follow for follow stream. Let's just say it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And as time went on, like my channel started getting bigger than his channel. And he started like saying little slick stuff. Like I felt like he was talking about me, and it turns
Mm.
out that he was talking about me. And then he came to me and told me, he's like, it was on my conscience. I had to tell you that I was jealous of you. I was like, wow. Like it
Yeah.
takes a lot to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's low key.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
lot, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's they in the low key sliding on you, you know.
Hmm.
So for him to come back and actually admit that that's mad respect for sure, because you don't see that a lot.
No, you don't see that a lot at all. And then the other person was somebody that actually told me this in person. So
Hmm.
we talked about that in person, and I was like, I didn't know you felt that way. So I'm like thinking in my head, like, why are streamers jealous of each other? I don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
I put a comment out there a couple days ago, like, some people get in their feelings and they get salty when they see somebody with a whole bunch of like activity and lots of like love,
Right.
gifted subs and bits, and some people get in their feelings about that type of stuff. Like, ugh, look at you, like, you know, like
Yeah.
yeah, you should be happy for them, right?
Exactly. But it's not always the case.
No, it's not always the case, and when it's verbalized, it's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
We've been seeing that. We've been seeing a lot of that lately, and just to kind of quote my tweet, I think I said something along the lines of, you don't know where that person came from or how long it took them to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
It's always when it comes to judging other like smaller streamers, judging bigger streamers or whatever. I feel like it's always, and it never fails, looked at from that tip of the iceberg type of mindset.
Right.
Like you
Yeah.
just see that, you don't see everything else that went into this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I admittedly, I mean, I take my streams seriously, but there's some people that take their streams like very
To the max.
serious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Like they be having meetings and stuff and secret meetings with mods and secret
Mm-hmm.
meetings with VIPs. This is how I want my channel to go. And I mean, that's cool. I like that. I really do, you
Yeah,
know?
especially with the mods, because they're the ones that really run the stream while you're streaming, because you can't do everything while you're doing what you're doing.
Right.
So I mean that's understandable, having it with your mods, so everybody's on the same page. You know, they may have some ideas of where something that you might can incorporate that would help you grow, or something fun to do, things like that. So yeah, I think having it with the mods is pretty cool.
Yeah. And anytime hold on, just says this happens to me all the time. I'm just used to it. Haters are gonna hate.
Haters are gonna hate.
But
All you can do is just keep doing what you're doing.
yeah, no sense in changing it.
Yeah.
Um yeah, anytime I have like some sort of issue with my stream, Carlos he'll, either DM me on Twitter. He doesn't really do Discord like that, but
Discord, yeah. Yeah.
he'll DM me on Twitter. He'll find a way to get to me. Or Guru Dude, he does the same thing. Kitten, she actually messaged me after my last stream when it was the day before yesterday. And she was like, did you know that your links don't work in your on
Mm-hmm.
your socials because of the way that I guess the way I put them in there? I didn't realize I typed them incorrectly. I don't know. I did something she said, and It's an
Hmm.
easy fix, but I wouldn't have known that if she hadn't have said anything.
Yeah.
I thought everything was fine. Like we can't do everything ourselves. Like the mods really do run the
Mm.
channel.
Yeah. And
For
I
the
think, yeah, and I think the good thing about the mods, um, and I mean, just as she's one of my mods, so she knows. But I mean, I think for me, the mods are they help you. They really help you as far as like um outside the stream. Like I'll give you a prime example. So there was one time I was streaming. I was playing Fall. Yeah, I was playing Fall Guys, and I got raided. And I was still playing the game, like, but at the same time, I was telling the chat, I was like, "Hey, you know, I'll get to you as soon as I can. I
hmm
promise." Yada yada yada. Because I mean, Fall Guys is there's no break unless you
yep,
just jump off the cliff and that's it.
yeah, no pause
So
buttons.
yeah. After the stream, I'll actually check Discord and just like she got on to me because she was like, "You waited 10 minutes to say something." And I was like, "You know what? You're right. I apologize." So I actually went back to the people that rated me and I whispered them on Twitch and I was like, "Hey, y'all, I apologize. I should have, you know, did this and this and this." And they were like, "Oh man, you all good. We enjoyed it and stuff like that." But I think that's what mods I think I think that's why mods are like the backbone of a streamer's channel.
Yeah,
Not necessarily to run the channel, but also tell you, hey, you're messing up.
yeah,
Get it right.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Because everybody wants to. It's a team effort. Can't do it by ourselves.
yeah.
And some people have a moderator. First of all, having a mod or multiple mods, I don't think streamers realize how big of a blessing that is.
Oh yeah.
These are people that don't ask for anything, but they're there to help us
Yep.
be more successful.
Yeah.
And even if you got one moderator or two or 10, whatever, these are still people at the end of the day that don't have to do this,
Right.
but they choose to do it because they support you. And I think that's being a mod is probably the best way to support streaming.
Oh yeah. Oh
On
yeah.
hands down. Like we can sit here, we can agree to disagree. Some people may feel like the person that donates the most or drops the most bits, or they contributing to financially to your channel, but the
Right.
person that's actually like making sure everything is in order and that your chat is safe, those are very important people because can you just imagine having a chat that's out of control and
And you can't do
you
nothing
can't do
about it.
nothing? Like, how you gonna play the game and then delete these comments or these or spam or whatever? All while keeping everybody like in safe.
And,
Because
yeah.
I've had incidences where I've had mods of the past that were very good at taking away inappropriate stuff in the chat before anybody even saw it. And I'm
Hmm.
like, now that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
And Guru's pretty good at that. He does
Yeah.
he does a really good job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just said we want to see you be great.
Oh
Let
yeah.
me see, the best are the folks who won't acknowledge your success. Be careful of your friends so they can't congratulate you. I've been keeping my eye on a lot of people, just I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I really been keeping my me and him talk about this all the time, and just to save face, we just keep our hands down and we just analyze and watch and just act accordingly. I'm not a dramatic person. I'm not about to be
Yeah.
making no massive tweet talking about a particular person or group or whatever the case may be. I think we made that pretty clear when we did the podcast about stream teams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But without I feel like that needed to be said though by moderators, but without getting too,
Yeah.
far away from what we really wanted to, tackle today about the whole negativity in streaming. I mean, it's there. It's never gonna go away. I think that you said it best earlier this week that everybody's just not cut out to be a streamer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's not.
And I mean, and we don't mean to say that in a negative, condescending, like, oh, you're trash, you're not gonna make it
Yeah.
type of way. It's
Right.
just, some people are not cut out for it. Some people are not cut out for being a car salesman. But,
Me. Well, I don't know. Shoot, I never tried. I can be
I mean,
persuasive.
yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's not that we say this in a mean way, like you don't deserve to be streaming. It's just for some people, is streaming is not their forte. Now again, I would never tell anyone to give up on their dreams of being a streamer or a content creator. Period. Because obviously you can improve, but if it's to that point where you're always negative about your content, things like that,
Mm-hmm.
then I feel like, okay, maybe you're just not cut out to be a streamer if you consistently continue to be negative with your thoughts and not, okay, this happened on the stream, how can I improve on it and build on that.
Yeah. Yeah. When you come across those people that every little thing that comes out of their mouth is just negative regarding their progress or whatever that has to do with their stream. Yeah, you're right. Those are the people that you would have to question. Like, you may not be cut out for this. It's just like, I mean, I don't think it's being mean when you say everybody's not cut out to be a streamer. It's just like if you 5'5", I don't think you're gonna be cut out for the basketball team. You know what I'm saying? Or if you weigh 125 pounds, I don't think you'll be cut out for football. It's
Right.
just certain things that you either got it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
You either got it or you don't. I do believe that there's something in everybody that has the potential to gravitate their own personal community. There
Yeah.
definitely is something. Like, there's things about me that people love. There's things about you that people love. There's things about there's things about Crafty, and there's just things about us as individuals that people gravitate to. And I think that a part of being a great streamer is discovering what that is and then capitalizing on it. You know what I'm
Finding your
saying?
niche.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Find it. And we got people out here that don't know why they're doing this. They don't know. Like, they just they go live at random times and 3 times a day and play this then play that, and it's really hard for anybody to like become a part of something when they don't even know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that, I guess, I don't know, maybe the people that do these things are experimenting perhaps.
Yeah.
But even if they are in like an experimental phase, to still verbalize how frustrated you are, I don't think it's a good look.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I
know,
agree. So, but what about y'all, Chad? What have y'all been seeing as far as negativity wise?
yeah, because most of y'all that are here are streamers, and I'm sure you see wherever you are, whether you're on Twitter or whether you're on I don't really see a lot of negativity on Instagram, not much. And I don't see any streaming related stuff on Facebook.
Yeah. I actually thought about going back to Facebook one time, just to stream on there, just to see how much has changed.
I mean, why not? Why not? Like, I have these thoughts. Like, if it was up to me, I stream every day. Not
Hmm.
every day, but Monday through Friday,
Yeah.
if I could. But then it's like, who's to say you can't?
Right.
I mean, I guess I could technically, but it would seriously take some like shifting of priorities.
Mm-hmm.
And the real reason I don't really stream every day is because there's just some things I'm not willing to compromise just to stream.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was a single man with no children, then you'd see me every day. But I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not. So to get me to do this 2 to 3 times a week that's a lot, man. It's a
Yeah.
lot. But I say, if you want to experiment with Facebook, go ahead. Speaking of that, I mean, let's say, so you've been on a break. You've been on a
Mm-hmm.
break. You come back what, Monday or Tuesday?
Monday.
Come back on Kick or Twitch?
Kick.
Okay. You think about spending more time over there?
Possibly. I hadn't really decided yet. Only reason is because I'm like close to hitting affiliate. Like
Okay.
I think I'm like 2 followers away from hitting affiliate. So I figured, hey, I'll stream on Kick for a little bit, and then kind of bounce between both of them, of course. So
I do like how easy it is to be affiliate on Kick versus Twitch.
mhm.
With Twitch, it's like you gotta have like X amount of followers, X amount of viewers, do it X amount of days, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I think on Kick is X amount of hours and
Mhm. Yeah.
followers, which is great. Crafty says I see it all on Twitter. A lot of negativity on Twitter. That's we talk about this all the time. Twitter is like the cesspool for negativity,
Mhm.
and oftentimes I think about shutting my Twitter account down. Seriously, I
Yeah.
really do. But I often
Yeah.
think like I don't know if that's a good idea because there's a lot of people that come through from Twitter.
Yeah.
Andrew, what's up, man?
Hey, welcome
Welcome.
in, Andrew.
The speed runner is in the house. Good to see you. How's the family? I know, right? I was just talking. Hey, do you remember? Do you remember? On the last stream, I was talking about the person that beat Mario. I think it was no. I was talking about Resident Evil speed running. Like
Mhm.
somebody beat Resident Evil 1 in 30
Mhm.
minutes. And Andrew
Oh,
here, not him, but if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Andrew beat Mario 1 in 5 minutes. 5 or 10 minutes. Correct me if I'm wrong.
wait, what?
Something like that. He has a
I
record.
need
He
I
got
need proof.
he got the title. He got the
Oh
he
my!
got the he got the belt, man.
Wait a
He got the
minute.
belt.
I gotta come check this out.
He got the belt. It's
Wait a
something
minute.
like that. Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't let me spread false gospel, man.
What the heck?
You don't have to follow everyone that follows you. Oh, over on Kick. Let me see
If
if
they
they.
post
Oh,
me,
oh, Twitter.
yeah. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, I agree too. But dude, you still see tweets from people that you don't follow.
Yeah, and I think it's because of like the people that we might follow. They retweet that thing.
Hmm.
They retweet it, so we still see it. Um, it's kind of like it's what I told you last night. Um,
Oh
so
yeah.
I told D last night it's like those things where you're shopping on Amazon and you're looking at this item and
Yes.
then you go over on like Facebook or some social media
Hmm.
platform and it pops up out of nowhere and it's like, how did you know I was looking at that?
That's why we need to get off the phone. That's why we need to get off the phone because they're watching. Or
Yeah,
was
what?
it AI watching or
Uh-huh.
whatever? Because I know I've done that, and we've all done that. Like I may look at like some like a brand new set of clippers on Amazon, and I'm on like Instagram, and I'm switching between stories, and bam, there's those same clippers. I'm like,
It's like, really?
what the heck? What the heck? Andrew said I was the best in the world. Ooh. At Mario 1 for a long time, but that was a long time ago now. It don't matter if it was a long time ago. You still, at one point, was the best Mario player in the world, and I think
That is crazy.
that's that's something to be proud of. I'm sure you got some recognition for that too.
Right.
Let's see, no, I don't play retweets. Will get you unfollowed too. Let me see. I don't play if I don't like it. By yeah, just said she about to ban you. She don't like
She
that.
about that life, man. Just be wanting to smoke. You just don't know.
Okay, I like that. Yes, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do to protect your peace, man. If you got to like delete people, even streamers, man. I saw something very disturbing today. No, it wasn't really, negative, but it was like very inappropriate. This particular streamer that I don't follow them on Twitter, on Twitch, but I do follow them on Twitter, and they're into like OnlyFans and stuff. So they go, when you got an OnlyFans, you be wanting people to come through. So you gotta like advertise. And I guess that was her way of like advertising. I'm like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? And I have to like mute people. I don't want to like unfollow her because she's a really nice person, but
Yeah.
I don't want to see that either. So I just have to like mute and just keep it moving. But anybody I really see complaining and whining and stuff like that, they either get the mute button or I just unfollow them altogether.
Yeah.
And we've been seeing a lot of that lately, folks. We've been seeing a lot. Hold on. Crafty says all the time I can be on the web and I see it on Facebook. Yeah, stuff that you were shopping for.
Don't tell on yourself, Crafty.
Right. Oh yeah. Andrew says I met the creator of Mario because of it. Hey, you got a picture? Of course he does. He's got a picture.
Picture or it didn't happen.
He got a picture of the creator of Mario. There's just no way. You can't finish. You can't finish life without that. You can't.
No, you can't. Nope.
So I wrote some stuff down. I was real quick about this. Because I already told you, coming home to nonsense and whatever. I kind of figured I said, well, let me write some points I want to like that we can like cover. And one of those points is complaining about progress publicly.
Yeah.
We see that a lot, right?
Oh, every day, every hour, every minute, every second,
all the time.
All the time.
People posting up. Well, no, it'll be a screenshot of their stream summary. Only one viewer, 0 followers, 0 subs, 0 bits.
Yeah.
It's okay. This is fuel.
Yeah.
Ammunition.
Now, not to say that we're perfect, because I've done it a couple times. I'm sure D has done it, but I mean, I wouldn't say we wouldn't do it consistently. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about consistent. I had one person in my chat. Yada yada yada.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if we're gonna be honest, I have never come out public with that. Like, I posted stream summaries before. I have. But never with the intent of using it as a scapegoat to complain or to like guilt people.
Right.
Because I think that's what it is, to be honest with you. Because I looked at the screenshot I sent you yesterday. I looked on the comments, and of course the comments was like, when do you stream? What's your schedule? I'll come follow you. I'm like, oh my gosh, it worked. You got followers out of pity.
It works every time.
Is that what you want? Is that what people want? You want people to follow you out of pity. because no one came to your stream. Like, that don't sit right with me.
Yeah, yeah. And feel free to comment, y'all, because we definitely want everybody's opinions
Yeah,
on it.
yeah. So if y'all don't know what the subject is, we're talking about negativity in streaming, and it could be anything in which you have like anything you've witnessed, anything you've witnessed, or have even experienced. You know, anything you've ever experienced as well. Andrew says, I once had a decent viewership. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, Andrew is a Twitch partner. So of course, he had to get there is extremely hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not some popular superstar, but it's hard to find a retro player that doesn't know me. So you're like the retro king. I love it. Want to grow my viewership again when I can. You know what? Since we got you here, Andrew, what does it take to even get to that level of partnership? Like, what does it take? And how do you plan on getting back there again?
Yes.
I want to know that. If you can take some time to answer that, we would love to read that out loud because I'm sure there's other streamers here that want that would love to be there, just like you were or are. We'll say.
Yeah. So
But
yeah, if you're a partner on Twitch or verified on Kick, feel
yeah,
free to tell
yeah,
us what's up.
yeah. Just verified over on Kick. Mad respect to that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, people, verbally expressing themselves as far as like how nobody wants to watch them or nobody wants to come to their streams. And I know people that say, "Oh, I suck. Nobody comes to see me." Like, no,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Please don't.
Don't do that. Like it doesn't. I don't know whether they're thinking it's reverse psychology, but it's not the same. Because when I see it, I just stay away.
Right, right. Yeah. And then like, being honest, sometimes it might be somebody that I follow, because normally, and everybody knows me, I'm more of a huge supporter than I am a streamer. I think I think everybody is. I don't think everybody is a huge streamer than they are a supporter. But sometimes I feel guilty, but at the same time, we all got, like I say every time I get rated, we all got lives outside of Twitch. So don't feel like you gotta stay. You ain't gotta be here. I appreciate you being here, but you ain't gotta be here. But I think that's the main thing is just people have to realize that we all got lives outside of streaming. So we're not gonna make it to every stream that you do. Um, you know, if I make it to a stream while I'm at work, that means I'm not busy at all. You know, um, so I think that's one thing that a lot of people have to, a lot of streamers have to realize, because I think that's where the negativity is coming from. Because one day they'll have 20 people in their stream, another day they'll have like five,
Hmm.
and then or they'll have one, and then it's like, what am I doing wrong? Now you're thinking in the back of your head, okay, what did I mess up? What it did, was it the game that I played? Things like that. But that's not the case. We all just got lives outside of Twitch
Yeah.
or any streaming platform.
Right. Great, Guru. What's up, brother?
Hey, Guru.
Yeah. I can relate to that right there as far as like having a lot of people come to your stream. Like there was a point, I would have like 35, 40 people come through. And then, nowadays I feel like it's like half of that. It's not like it is literally half of what it was. And I'm still grateful to be honest with you,
Hmm.
because that's still not easy to maintain. That's still not easy to do either. But um I have my days where it's really good. Um 20 people. I don't know. Is there like a special number that we look for to consider it to be a good stream? I'm not sure. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
But, some people happy with 5 people, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I've had my streams at 8 people, 8 people, and here I am at 2,500 followers, and it has, and I know it's not me. I know it's nothing that I'm doing wrong. It's
Yeah.
not. Like, and I don't say that arrogantly, but I know that my streams have been consistent for 2 years. Like, maybe not like as far as streaming, but the
Hmm.
content and the
Right.
atmosphere has been consistent for
Hmm.
2 years, and I don't change. And that's what got me to where I once was.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, does it suck? Yeah, man. But at the same time, it's just like you said. It's not that the streamers do anything wrong. It's that people got lives, and it's just. I think it was. I think I were talking. I don't know if it was a group chat or something. I forgot who I was talking. Oh, I was talking to Sakatai, I think, and I
Hmm.
told him that maybe it was y'all. I don't know. I talked to so many of y'all. I said Twitch is not the same platform as it was 2 years ago. A
Yeah.
lot of people went back to work. People I've known so many streamers that have had kids since then. So many streamers who have gotten married.
Hmm.
Life happened for a lot of people. I knew a streamer that got a divorce. He went through that. It's just we got to stop like thinking that we're doing something wrong and just
Yeah.
accept it for what it is. Like streaming is. I said this about a year and a half ago. Streaming is an in real life event that happens at a point where people could be occupied doing anything,
Hmm.
which means you could be at work, you could be on a date, you could be asleep, you could be in the hospital, you could be walking your dog, you could be exercising, you could be doing a lot of things. And yet, some people have still managed to come to stream,
Hmm.
even while they were doing this. Kitten, I was talking to her yesterday, and she was on the stream, Resident Evil the other night, and she was like watching Grey's Anatomy with her mom. So she's like, I want to watch the stream, but I want to spend time with my mom too. So she put one earbud in, and then she was trying to like watching her mama looked at her. She's like, really? She's like, she's like, right, okay. She said, I'll watch a couple episodes and then I'll come back to the stream.
Let's see. Andrew says what drew people to my stream was just being the best, and it wasn't a great thing to grow my channel on because I can't stay number one forever. I think consistency is the most important thing. And then one thing I'll say that I still neglect is that I spend all my time streaming on Twitch when I should spend time working on the stream itself, networking, YouTube content, everything else. Gotta find your focus on Twitch and stick with it, whatever it is. I 1,000% agree.
Yeah.
Indubitably.
Spending all your time on Twitch. Yeah, I'm guilty of that.
I
I
mean,
am.
we literally say it all the time, not to put your eggs in one basket.
Mhm. Yeah.
All
I think that you know what I think that what that's really gonna end up looking like is like uh a week to 2 weeks or whatever not streaming on Twitch
mm-hmm.
and then streaming on Kick or YouTube or Facebook, like you said.
Yeah.
Just putting Twitch down for like a week or two for these other platforms because I've heard so many people say like especially with Kick, like they've got so much more success over there than they do on Twitch. And they're like, I feel like I was a nobody on Twitch, but over here I feel like somebody, and that matters. That counts.
Yeah.
Now there are some things that just some things that they do on Kick that I don't really like, but I guess the big picture is these content creators are happy. They're
Yeah.
not upset, and they feel wanted and they feel important, and I think that's what's important at the end of the day. But Andrew, by you saying you spend all your time streaming on Twitch, and you should spend time on the stream itself, like working on the stream itself. Um, and me and Crafty are guilty of that too, not working enough on our stuff. We tend to do that like at the last minute, like the day of the stream, when we should be doing that throughout the week. And I used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time I put a lot. Do you remember where it was a time period I used to have like a 2 camera setup?
Yeah.
You know, I had that. I had everything the way exactly the way I wanted it. And then I just remember my stream deck just got wiped clean, and that just killed my motivation. Like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do
Yeah.
this anymore. Oh
Yeah.
man.
And I think that's another thing. We were talking about networking and things like that. I think another negative thing that we always see is the whole Kick versus Twitch thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
so everybody's going over to Kick now, and they see all this success, or um they see their friends having all this success, and they're like, okay, that's what I want. So I'm going over there, and then it don't happen for them, and then they're like, why did I do this? You know. So yeah.
I mean, did they really think that it was just that people were gonna migrate to their stream just because they went to another platform? I mean, if anything, when you go to another platform, nobody knows you. Like, you could be popular on Twitch and you go over to Kick. It's like, who are you?
Yeah.
But I can imagine that. I really don't know where the viewership is coming from over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are these people who exclusively watch this platform?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or are these people that just, sometimes they watch Twitch, sometimes they watch YouTube, sometimes they come over to Kick? I really don't know. But
Yeah.
I know I've only streamed 2 times on Kick, so I can't really like give a just the in-depth synopsis of the experience. But
Mm-hmm.
I think the one thing I can't stand about that platform is that you have to play a game that's very popular to be noticed. Like, you have to. Like, the catalog. Just correct me if I'm wrong. But the genre is not in favor of anything except for like these free to play games like COD and Warzone and Fortnite, Apex, stuff like that. And just chatting too. Just chatting is really large over there. You probably would like get a lot further just doing just chatting, truth be told, over there than anything else. But if I tried to play Resident Evil 7, it hardly has anybody watching it. Like 7 people watching Resident Evil. Some of them even say 0. I'm like, wow. Like, that's one thing that Twitch does have over Kick. But regardless, this isn't in comparison, but this is about the back and forth that people give. Like, oh, you stream over there, but you only do it for the money and blah blah blah. I'm like, and so is money evil?
Nope.
I just wish that some of these streamers that say that, I'm like, I guess y'all ain't getting paid then. You just mad because they get paid and you not. Because if you were getting paid, you wouldn't have time to be messing with people who are getting paid.
Yeah. Let's see. Just says, but what are people there for? You or your stuff? That's a big thing, Just. Like, I see that a lot. Like, I've seen that so many times. Actually, I had a conversation with a fellow streamer about it, you know, because they were talking about, how people don't really come to their channel, their streams, and things like that. And I was like, well, you got to also realize that you got 2 sets of viewers. You got viewers that come for you, and you got viewers that come for the gameplay. So,
Hmm?
you know, if you have to make it, you have to make your streams very. I ain't gonna. Well, I'll say enjoyable. I will say that,
Yeah,
but not in like a harsh way.
yeah.
Not downplaying the streamer itself, but you know, if people come for you, they want to see the energy. They want to see you interacting with the chat, things like that.
Hmm.
They don't necessarily want to see you with the gameplay. I think D is a huge testament to that part. A lot of people come to your channel for the just chatting. Now you still have some people that stay for the gameplay, but most of the time when you're just chatting, you have
Hmm.
20 plus in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bless you.
Are you here? Do you hear him? Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wow.
That's funny.
They're so dramatic with their sneeze. Ah! Wow. Really?
See, just says there are large streamers with no cams and bells and whistles. Don't get caught up on the extras. Yes,
Right.
yes,
Oh yeah.
that part for sure.
That's why I don't
Like,
do. That's why I don't do overlays anymore. I used to remember when you first start streaming. You think that, oh, I want all of the fancy overlays and all of that stuff and all of the stuff all over the screen. The little bitty um avatars walking across the screen to let you know who's on the stream. All that stuff is just hard on your CPU. Just keep it simple.
yeah,
And I learned that like not long after. I learned that
yeah,
like just keep your stream just nice and clean. If too much on the screen, too much is on the screen. It's a distraction.
right, right. Let's be honest. How's that different? How is Kick different in Twitch? Honestly, I don't really see much of a difference between either one of them, except for maybe the revenue part. The percentage of the revenue. But other than that, it's not
There
different
is
at
no
all.
difference. You can't even. There's nothing about. Well, let me see. I mean, there are some similarities, but other than like visuals, there's really nothing about the two don't don't not resemble each other. Now we're talking about the whole like um I think Twitch has a better system when it comes to personally engaging with your streamer, meaning the channel points. Prime example, this man right here spent 10,000 points to make me turn the lights off on my last stream. So I had to play Resident Evil 7 in the dark. You can't do that on Kick. Yet, at least.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I mean, Kiki is technically still in beta mode, so
You can't. Yeah. Andrew said, but the gimmicks. Oh, let me read this first one. Some of the most successful streamers I know personally just worked so hard to make their streams fun, unique, exciting, or whatever. I like to keep things simple. But the gimmicks often work like sound alerts, cool emotes, point redemptions, and all. But they're also just good entertainers too. I think it's the whole package. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, if quote unquote, if you got it, and then all that other stuff is just extra to just kind of like give them the stamp of approval. Like I've watched, me and Crafty watched this particular streamer. And you probably have seen him before, Bearded.
hmm
He just is very different, and he does things I wouldn't do. And I know you probably wouldn't do either, like dancing with a bra, all this stuff on, and yeah, yeah, that one. You know, and here's the thing. I'm not. This ain't hate. I'm just saying I wouldn't do it, but it works for him because people love it.
hmm
They love it. Like some people, I get this all the time on my chat. I can't just do just chatting. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know how you do it. You do it so fluently, and I'm like, okay, well that's just me. That's just what I do. I don't have to try. This is me, 24/7. Um, but there are people out here who like Andrew says has gimmicks or they got characters and things of that nature. Like I've been experimenting with something like that myself over here on YouTube with my Ninja Gaiden series. I'm going through Ninja Gaiden Sigma, wearing a ninja mask and not talking, just playing in
yeah,
silence, man. That's just what I like. And those videos did pretty decent. I was a little shocked. It's a really good thumbnail too, but it's the videos are doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I do feel like there has to be something about the streamer to be interesting enough to retain the audience. It has to be. But Andrew said, I just like to keep things simple. But you know what, Andrew? Guess what? It's a simple crowd out there too. You know, I know a lot of guys that's just simple and they just want to watch good gameplay and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't want to. These are people who don't necessarily want to participate in just chatting. They don't want to play with sound alerts and stuff. They just want to watch the streamer do his or her thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if that's the audience that you want, then maybe you should just really make that clear. Like, hey, I'm a hardcore gamer. I'm laser focused. If that's what you like, hey, come on over here and watch. Cause I like to personally watch. Well, they used back in the day, they used to call them Let's Plays on YouTube. They probably still do like Let's Play Castlevania or Let's Play Ninja Gaiden or Let's Play Silent Hill. And I like to sit there. Like if I'm watching it on YouTube, I don't like commentary.
Yeah.
I don't want them talking. Me and Crafty too. She can't stand it. So we'll just sit there and we will watch the game. No music, no annoying voices. Just they'll just play.
Yeah.
So it's a crowd out there that likes that, Andrew. They really do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, just says the bells and whistles work for some, but it's not gonna make your stream if people don't like you. And that part. That part.
Okay, now we're getting
See,
somewhere.
she over here preaching, man. I'm
Now
finna
we're
get
getting
up.
some. I almost feel like, dude, you put her. Is she like on three way or something, man? Like when we talking, I mean, she hear us. I mean, what's up?
That's the government
You got
talk.
that green, that Jean Grey power. Like you know, you just know.
She knows.
Yeah, and that's the part right there that is the problem right there. Like you put the tweet out there the other day, like people, you know, they either come to your stream for I think it was like one or two reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what you said
Yeah.
now.
Said, there are two reasons that
Yeah,
people come to your streams. One is it because they like the gameplay,
yeah,
or two, they like you.
yes.
And then, I said something like, "Let's, you know what? Let me go find it."
There you go. Let's not guess. Let's throw it out
Mm-mm.
there. But you're right. Bells and whistles only work for some. If you're likable, then you don't need all that stuff. You
Yeah.
just don't.
All right. So my tweet said just my thoughts, because they are my thoughts. But I think everybody else thinks about them too. They just don't say it. But
Yeah.
just my thoughts. There are two reasons people don't come to your streams. One, they don't know you, and I put that in all caps.
That.
Put no in all caps. And two, they don't like your content. We all have room for improvement within our content, so let's make that change.
Okay. So let's talk about the first one. They don't know you. Okay. So what does that mean? And like what is the solution to that? Because we all start from square one at one point. All of
Yeah.
us. And we're all still small streamers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know we don't like to use that term, but we're growing streamers, I guess we'll say that. Undiscovered streamers.
Yeah.
We ain't Ninja or Pokemon or nobody like that, but you get the point. So
Mm-hmm.
what does that mean? Like people don't know you. Like
I mean, they don't know who you are because it's something that we do.
mhm.
And I've seen Just do it. You know, I've seen other streamers do it. They get to know their chat. They want their viewers to know who they are outside of Twitch, like
Yes.
what they do for a living.
Oh yeah.
If they got a family, if they work, if they're other hobbies outside of Twitch. They want their viewers to know who they are outside their brand, so to speak.
Yeah.
Um, And then on the flip side of that, we want to know who they are as a person. We try to get to know them. If they're streamers, what streams do they what games do they stream? When do they stream? Um, all that good stuff. So we'll be able to pull up and support them. Just to check out their content. Um, the solution to it, I think there's two different ways. I mean, obviously, just chatting is one because that's when people get to know who you are. Um, just by what you're talking about, how they can contribute to the conversation, things like that, and of course, too, networking and supporting because no one's gonna know you if you don't network.
It's true. Um, so just kind of elaborate with that. I think the first thing you said, as far as like, just telling people who you are, like as a person, like the person behind the streamer is. I think I think that's a make or break for success because there's like hundreds of thousands and upon thousands of streamers, and you have to do something to set yourself apart from the next person.
Right.
What is so special about you? What's so different about you?
Mm-hmm.
That why should I give you a chance? Why should I watch you? Um, and by not opening up, and I try to tell people this all the time. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. And I get it, man. Your privacy is important. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Yeah.
don't have a we that's it's really one of the only things that we still got in this society that we can kind of control. But
Mm-hmm.
when you lock down who you are outside of streaming, it makes people real hard to like relate to you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So like with me, I'm very open and transparent. I do a lot of things some streamers just wouldn't dare do. Like I show pictures of my children.
Mm-hmm.
People know what I do for a living. People know where I work as well. They
Mm-hmm.
know they've seen my wife. Um, they know where I live, as far as like the city, the state. Uh, I really don't care, man. Like, what are you gonna do? Like
Yeah.
seriously, like all the information is so obtainable anyway. But I don't like. It's never really been anything that has ever worried me. But and on top of that, I open up as far as like my perspectives, and I think that's why a lot of people gravitate to me because I say a lot of things that some people don't want to say because they're
Mm-hmm.
afraid of like retaliation or people may look at them weird. I'll take all the weird looks. You can say whatever you want, but I'm not gonna like be like everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm just not, and I think that that's a really good way to gain the respect of people. And if you respect people, they'll get to know you. And if they feel like they know you, they're going to support you.
Yeah.
And just like you said, as far as like not knowing who you are, it does go hand in hand with networking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can't claim that you network and then it doesn't show. You can't. You're not networking. But what did I say? What did I say earlier this week? I said that networking is not just subjective to streaming, like going to the stream. Like with Jess here, I rated Jess once, one time.
Mm-hmm.
Probably can count on one hand how many times I've been to her stream. Why? I follow a lot of people. A lot of times she streams and I'm getting ready for bed, or I'm just busy, or whatever the case may be. But having interactions with her, maybe what we haven't, but we can start. But having interactions with her, like in DMs or asking just, hey, you want to play some Fortnite or whatever the case may be. She is into a lot of I didn't know she was into a lot of the games that I like until I
Mm-hmm.
came to her kick stream recently. I was like, wow, she like Gears, and I think I even heard you mention Metal Gear or something like that, and I was like, wow, man, she like this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So playing games with other content creators getting together in Discord, stuff like that. That's networking, talking, anything that involves you interacting with a person is networking. It's not just going to a stream.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not. It can't just be exclusive to a stream. Because what if you missed the stream? Well, that's your opportunity, I guess, to get to know that person, right? So, like, there's
Right.
no other way to get to know this person.
Yeah.
And there are people who are complaining, about people not coming through that are failing on the end of, showing what's so different about them.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, people don't like your content. That's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know,
yeah. Like woo.
that's a really hard pill, especially if you like your content.
Right. Right. Yeah. Let's see. So Andrew says, ultimately, the people I know who are successful are very charismatic, or they just have a lot of interesting content, and that's really what we're talking about, Andrew. I mean, I think that's very correct. I think your statement is very, very correct because, that's what we talk about all the time when we see stuff like this. So just says that is subjective. I have had multiple police involved stalkers. I'm very private but personable. People don't know a lot about me personally, and and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
Because you don't want stuff like that to happen.
Right.
Um, you know.
That's why I said privacy is, like I said, I understand that people feel some type of way about their privacy, as you should. And it's one of the only things that we can't control. So I don't blame you for people not opening up, because there is always that possibility,
Mm-hmm.
of people having ill intent.
So
I definitely understand that, seriously. But to say that a person that people don't like your content, I think that that a streamer would have to like look deep within themselves and be honest.
yeah, because
Like,
it's a harsh reality.
yeah.
If you hear that, yeah, it's a harsh reality. That's why you see a lot of tweets about, do you go back and look at your VODs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I see that a lot, and
Right.
mostly everybody's like, yeah, I go back and look just to see what I can improve on, things like that. And I was like, but are you really working to improve on that? Are you just saying it to get engagement that you do look at your VODs, or do you actually go back, look at your VODs, and be like, okay, I see where I messed up here. I need to improve on this part here.
I I don't watch my whole VOD back,
Mm.
but I can tell you right now that I'm confident in the content. But what I do, and this is something I've never told you or the guys or anybody at that. But every piece of content I make, I will go back and either listen to it or watch it. Whether it was a voice note, I left a text message, I will go back and listen to it. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I like to. I don't know if it's like a reassurance thing. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I would hate to think that, oh, he just loves to hear himself talk, but maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I won't do it multiple times. I'll just do it once. If I make a YouTube video, I will go back and watch the video. If I make a podcast, a shorter podcast, I'll go back and listen to it,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. But a lot of I was on the stream the other day, and this guy was like, he doesn't like the sound of his voice. Like, it makes him cringe up. Like, there's quite a few people who said they don't like the sound of their voice
Yeah.
when they play it back. Crafty's one of those people. She doesn't like the sound of her voice. Like, if I want to like make her like feel some type of way, I will like play back something she did, and then I'll just play it loud. If she hear her voice, she's just, stop it, stop. I'm like, what's the matter? It's you. What's wrong?
That's terrible.
Andrew says, I said this before on your stream, but I feel like my networking is just hanging out in different people I'm cool with an hour while I'm multitasking in IRL. I keep up streams and chat while I'm doing stuff in IRL. I think that I mean I like just chatting. I always say this. I like just chatting because that's your chance to let people know who you are and what you're about. You don't have to talk about anything personal, but relatable, I think, is what keeps people on the channel. Like that's the goal should be to retain viewers. Like when you have X amount of viewers and then it starts dropping off, like it's like, what happened? Like did you say something to piss somebody off, or
Mm-hmm.
did you change the subject and people are just not interested anymore? That's why I always try to talk about stuff that I feel like people want to hear or learn about.
Yeah.
Because one thing I've kind of prided my content on is educating people, inspiring, and motivating people. Those three things. Because in the current world we live in, people lack motivation. They're just tired and worn out. People are not
Mm-hmm.
really inspired because they don't really have any direction as far as what they want. And educating simply because there's a lot of things people don't know. That I may know. So I think that, like, if you go to YouTube and you look at how-to videos, a lot of them have like hundreds of thousands of views
Mm-hmm.
because these are people that want to know or want to learn how to do this or how to do that or
Yeah.
how to how to solve a Rubik's cube. Go to YouTube. Education is key. They were right in school. Education is key. I get tons of raids, and it's not like I'm even trying to. I just keep in touch with a lot of people. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I remember I rated you. I rated you earlier this month. I think I forgot what you were playing though. You was playing something retro. We can always count on that. Something retro. And here's the thing: retro is a very popular genre. Man, a lot of people love retro games.
Mm-hmm.
I love retro games. They retro games make me. It takes me back to childhood. Just the good old days.
Mm-hmm.
Um. So, how do you feel about people that complain about like communities? Like, I mean, I don't know if you want to like. I don't know if this is along the lines of stream teams or whatever, but how you feel about people that complain about that, about communities, or like they say things like, community doesn't work, or people are just out for themselves. And I do believe there are some people who are out for themselves, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think that there's some like truth to communities not caring or not being worth it? Thinking hard, conjuring up those thoughts.
From me looking at it, I'm gonna say no. And only reason I say because I'm gonna put my community on this one. So my community, we're a very supportive group. Like I could go I could go on somebody else's stream that I follow, and I'll see a couple of my people in there, and I'm like, okay, cool. So, and I think it just really depends
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like you know, and I'm gonna put it this way. So I'll see my community in Justice stream. Some of Justice people come to my stream. Uh, some of my community go watch somebody else that I know, and vice versa. So I think communities work is just how you work it.
Yeah, yeah. You can't like you can't go into it thinking that don't have to like do your part.
Mm-hmm.
Like early on, I learned that people are just not going to just come to the stream. Like they're gonna flock to your stream.
Right.
Because none of us really knew what to expect when we first started streaming. Like
Mm-hmm.
we just started to stream and just thought that so when I first started watching Twitch, I noticed that there were certain people that have thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people watching, and for one particular game, and then you would scroll, and you would see people
Right.
scrolling to like streaming to like 5 people. There was a lot of fives. There's a lot of fives and threes and fives. A lot of threes and fives. Um, and then like just said, there's a lot of people on Twitch that stream to 0. Like just nobody there. And I never really like considered that when I first started. I was like, well, I'm not going to be like naive thinking like, well, if I go in here, I'm just going to get discovered fast when
Yeah.
this is my first stream. Like that's not how it works. So you have to like, as you said, as we talked about 20 minutes ago, make yourself known that hey, I'm here. This is who I am. This is what I'm
Right.
about. Um, Going to other streams and talking to people in the chat, not just the streamer, but talk to the VIPs. That's a good start right there. Talk to the VIPs. These are people that
Right. That
um
the
the
community
stream yeah,
they want.
the streamer seems to value a lot. And these are
Okay.
people that enjoy that channel. Those are the people we should be talking to be honest. And then the
Right.
moderators,
Yeah.
talk to them. 9 times out of 10, they'll talk back to you if nobody else will.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because sometimes that happens too. You go on some streams, people act like they don't want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
Right. Right. Okay. Nature's calling. I can't hold it anymore.
Go ahead, man. We about to wrap it up pretty soon.
All right.
Yeah. If y'all notice, that's why I haven't been drinking any water. So I'm trying to like keep things professional. It's just like when I would do the Lay Experience podcast. Sometimes we would sit down for like 2 or 3 hours, depending on what type of guests I have on the show. And with all that time period, I sit there and I just hold it and hold it and hold it. I'm like, God dang, man, like we need to hurry up, wrap this up. But while he's gone, of course, I want to I just want to throw something out there for somebody I don't know who's watching, or maybe somebody in the shadows listening, perhaps, who's dealing with these things. Being negative it's not going to win you any friends. It's not going to win you any pity. I was just explaining to them that being negative is not going to win you friends or pity.
Nope.
It's only going to push people away from you because nobody wants to be around negativity. Like nobody. And I would like to sympathize for the people that are negative for a minute and say, I understand why you're frustrated. I get it. There's reasons why you're frustrated. There's reasons why you're upset. You see people around you that's growing, and you may actually be doing what these people are doing, but it's just not happening for you. And what I would say to that person is that maybe it's just not your time yet. It could be not your time. I know that's not what people want to hear, but it may not be your time yet. You may have to really, keep going. If this is what you want, keep pushing. If this is what you want. And if it's not, then, you're a gamer. You can always play. I play video games my whole life before I even knew it, before streaming was even a thing. I played video games before there was internet. I played video games. So if I ever decide I don't want to do this anymore, I'm just going to play video games. Peace. Yeah. Andrew said, I'm not the most charismatic person. I know what I'm good at, though. I can make something really boring entertaining. That's a strong point. That's a strong point right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a talent. You know, that's a talent. Like I think that, like for me, for instance, I play Resident Evil 7. I think anytime you watch somebody play a game like that, you're gonna get a different experience.
Yeah.
I try to throw some humor in there to make, to make it funny and my commentary, of course. And then there's people that just, they just locked in and they go, or and then you have those people that's scared of every turn they go through. Ah! You know what I mean? So e- everyone can take whatever it is, and I think that's what I'm gonna say this. In closing, like content, you are the content. You can do whatever you want to do with whatever. You can make Mario 3 the most funniest stream ever, voice impression throughout the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like give the enemies their own little parts as far as speaking to Mario. You do it, you make it fun. So I get it when you say you make something boring into entertaining. Anything you want to say, man, before we get out of here?
Yeah. Just turn your negatives into positive. So there's a quote from a movie. I'm sure you've seen. I'm sure everybody's seen it. The movie Sing, the
Oh
with
yeah.
the y'all remember Buster Moon.
Yeah.
Uh, and this quote, like I don't know why this quote stuck with me, but it always stuck with me after he said it because it really makes you think. And he said, the good thing about rock bottom is that you can only go up from here.
Yeah.
So
Can't go down.
you can't go down. Gotta turn your negatives into positive.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you swim in negativity too much, then that's gonna cause other problems.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna cause other issues that are really gonna like push people away from even considering checking you out. I like your content because I want to hear what you have to say. You come across as a good guy who has wisdom and has good advice. Just gonna throw that out there. Andrew,
All right.
that right there is something that people have been telling me for 2 years. For 2 years, and it's not even just on Twitch. It's in real life too. Like I talk to a lot. I'm put like this. I talk to a lot of people throughout the day. A lot of people like texting. I was just on the phone with somebody earlier who's one of my clients. One of her son's getting bullied at school, and he's kind of overweight. And she was like, can you give me some perspective as far as how I should handle this? And I told her, what I thought and this, that, and the third. And it was about a 10-minute conversation. So I talk to a lot of people, but I do appreciate, that confirmation, Andrew. That means a lot to me as far as what I need to keep in my content and never deviate. I don't think I can deviate from it, man, to be honest, because that's just who I am at the end of the day. Like that's why we have key points in this show's key point. That's why we got that. We got that because it's supposed to be an insightful segment that makes you think. It's supposed to be an insightful segment that makes a person inspired to do something different with themselves or to just look at something differently. Not every streamer is gonna like do that, Every streamer is not built that way. There's not some people don't want to inspire anybody. They just want to play the game or make you laugh. And hey, that is to me that's just as important as giving wisdom. Making
Mm.
other people laugh, right?
Right. Yep. I agree because that's definitely me.
Yeah, make people laugh. I love to laugh. I just love to laugh. You definitely come across as someone who has their act together because I think you do. I well, thank you, Andrew. I've been through a lot, man. You know, I've been through a lot. Like maybe one day I will open up on stream. That's something I've never done. Like I've never like just sat down and just told people like my story. You know, all the way from childhood until now. And the reason being is because some of that stuff personal. I don't really know what to add and what not to add because I'm
Right.
so transparent. I'm like I don't want to like put too much out there, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I would like to. And the reason I want to tell my and Crafty, she'll be the first one to vouch. Like the reason I want to tell my story is because just know, um, I don't believe in terms like once a blank, always a blank. I don't
Mm-hmm.
believe in that. No, no. God can change anything in anybody, and that's a mic drop moment right
Hey, amen to that.
there. All right, so that's going to be the end of the podcast. So before we exit, Bearded, you are coming back to streaming next week. So why don't you give us your schedule? Let us know what are you going to be doing? What do we expect?
Sure. So, for everybody that is new in here, that is, I did take a 2 week break. I was actually only supposed to take a week, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the rest of the month off because
Right.
me and my fiance just finished moving into our new place. So I was like, let's just take the rest of the week off, month off, and then come back. But we'll be back. I'll be back Monday evening, hopefully around 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'll be over on Kick. We're gonna be playing Kart Rider Drift. I've been seeing a lot of people play it. It looks fun. If you don't know what that game is, it is free to play. It's kind of on along the lines of Mario Kart. But I'll be back Monday night, 7:30 Central Time. And then I'll be back Tuesday on Twitch, and we're gonna continue our journey of Guardians on the Galaxy. And then Wednesday I'll be back on Kick. I think I'm playing Fall Guys. I think I'm playing Fall Guys. Yeah. Most of the time when you come to my channel, I'm either playing Fall Guys. I was playing Fortnite until it started messing my stream up, but I play a lot of Fall Guys, horror game, and story mode games. So,
Okay.
uh, let's see. What's your channel, by the way? I'll put it in the chat.
I was going. You beat. Well,
Oh,
hold
you can
on.
do it.
I
Go
got
ahead.
you. I was just gonna ask, like, Fortnite got a bone to pick with your channel. I mean, with your
Yeah,
stream.
I got a bone to pick with Fortnite. But also, we are still raising money for type 1 diabetes awareness. If y'all hadn't seen my shirt, this is actually a shirt that I got from the JDRF because of the goals that I hit, and it just says pancreas AFK. Because with diabetes, with type 1 diabetes, our pancreas doesn't produce insulin. So I like the concept of how they did it. Um, but we are still raising money for that. We have raised over $1,000 so far, and I have been pied in the face already.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
we have another goal where I have to eat the Hidden Valley
Oh.
Ranch ice cream.
Oh no.
So yeah, but I'm gonna be doing that all the way up until the end of June, and then we're gonna start a whole new season over. So, but yeah, that's my Twitch channel right there. Um, like I said, check out the VODs. It's very entertaining. We had some fun. We have lots of fun over there. I just be random, and I think that's why I'm so entertaining because I'm random. So yep, we'll be back next week. Can't wait. I'm pretty excited because it's been a minute. But to be honest with you, I have really enjoyed this break, and I will definitely be talking about what happened over the break. So
Yeah. Yeah. If you like my vibes, then you'll love the vibes on his channel too. Just we try to, associate ourselves with, like-minded people. Um, that's how you get better at the end of the day. Constantly holding each other accountable and learning from each other. Not putting one above the other, but we're all in this together at the end of the day. So for me, tomorrow I'll be live at 7 p.m. CST, with more Resident Evil 7, trying to finish that game. 10 p.m. I don't know if y'all are in the Discord or not, but um, we're doing anime night tomorrow at 10 p.m. Watching a show called No Game No Life. I heard very good things about this. I've never seen it. It's just completely blind. So we're just gonna have it playing, just there. Person, in case y'all want to pop in or not, you can. If you don't, it's busy. I know it's a Saturday night. Just do what you got to do. But we will definitely be making it a habit of doing it every single Saturday. And my streaming schedule, I'm not like him. My schedule changes weekly, due to work. So I'll be releasing my weekly schedule on Sunday. We'll have at least 3 streaming days next week. I may just take my own advice and at least make 2 of those days a kick day and 1 Twitch day. Just to say that I did, and that we are not hypocrites, and we actually practice what we preach. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Make sure y'all are in his stream tomorrow. just know it's happening.
Yeah, let me fix some stuff.
No.
I'll fix some stuff, man. Hold on now. Don't do this, man. Don't do this.
Well, if I don't do it, somebody else is. So.
That's a lot of points, man. That Crafty talking about I got 200K. They ain't gonna give me she gave me the emojis with the eyes like this. I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? 200K. She's like, well, that's nothing to a boss. 10K.
GG's
hey,
indeed.
well, like I said, I mean, pretty soon we'll be done with the game, and then I asked everybody like, what are we doing next? Like, Resident Evil 4 or Village? So they were like, play Village.
Yeah, you gotta play Village.
Yeah, I got it back here somewhere. Yeah. Oh, here's the problem though. The problem, I got it on PS4, so I gotta see if I had to download it on the 5. But
I got you.
All right, everybody. We appreciate y'all for being here. Great conversation. Good. Yes. Appreciate the comments, the interactions. Andrew, thank you for pulling up on us today, man. And we really appreciate you. And we wish you nothing but success as far as, climbing back to building up your content and your brand. Don't change. Keep doing what you're doing. Crafty, Just, Guru Dude, all y'all. We'll be back. Not next Friday, but the Friday after, with another hot topic.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we signing out. Y'all have a blessed night. Have a great, safe weekend.
Peace.
Peace.